Alright guys, back on the Cummins with the #1 cylinder misfire. As you can see, I already have all the injectors off all the way in the back 4 cylinders, along with the pipes and the feed pipes or whatnot. But I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how to get this off. As you can see, this one's already ready to come out here. Let me turn the light on, you guys. Excuse me. So as you can see, that one's going to be ready to come out. This one's still on because I want to show you guys how to do it in an easier spot. I haven't taken that one out yet, but let me put this right here. Let me zoom in a little bit, bear with me. Okay, so usually you need excuse me, there we go. Okay, usually you need a special tool to take these off, but I want to show you guys how to take these off without the special tool, just in case you don't have it at home. One of the same injector lines that you can get, this was the #6 all the way in the back. One of the injector lines that you can get, which threads in obviously into the feed pipe, because that's where it naturally threads in at. All you have to do is get it on. It doesn't have to be tight. See, that still moves. Actually, if you get it tight, you can try to move it back and forth if you want. But right there, it's ready. My 45°. And just, there it is. See that? Now, these are a little bit easier to pop out because I put these in, like I said, about 8 months ago when I did these injectors. So, it's obviously going to be a lot easier for me. But, whenever you take these out, if you need any kind of extra help, let me show you. If you're not going to keep the pipes, or even if you are, you know what, matter of fact, it doesn't matter. Use the same line, tighten it as far as you can, and then what you can do is, while it's still on like this, what you can do is put the line, loosen this nut up, loosen the lock nut that keeps this in place, and what you can do is, once you tighten this all the way, you can use the same, with it off like that, with it still in there and this torqued all the way down, you can use the same one to go back and forth, because what you're really trying to break seal out is this actual O-ring right here. Now, you're not going to be able to travel too far because there is a lock or a key on it that guides it into its proper position. So don't get me wrong, you're not going to be able to go too far, but by going back and forth, you start loosening this up. If you need to spray WD-40 in there, some kind of penetrating oil, then do that. By the way, whenever they look like that, that means these are the 6-7 feed pipes. The 5.9s have a little ball, like a ball bearing in there. Okay, so let me go ahead and show you also how to pop off this injector. Bear with me, trying to get there. Give me a quick second. So, for the ones way in the back over there, what I did was that I used this little tool. Okay, this little tool right here. And all I did was grab it from right there. Let me show you. Now, you can do it with that. You can do it with anything that has a pry angle like that on it. You want it to have a pry angle. Obviously, I used it back there because there's minimal space back there, so I use this thing. So here you go. Let me just show you what it does. Also, by the way, if the injector has been in there for a while, if you're going to replace it, if you're already just going to replace it, you can grab your channel locks. Bear with me, apologize. You can just grab your channel locks, grab it, and see, that's how you know that the O-ring is loose. Whenever you twist anything with an O-ring and it starts twisting, you will see at first it'll be hard. If you need to spray penetrating oil down in the hole, then spray it, let it sit for a while as you're tearing it apart. If these injectors have not been replaced for years, I mean years, while you're tearing it apart, it would be wise to start putting penetrating oil in there, where the actual seals are at, right down there. Okay, in that little pocket right in here, excuse me for the lighting, and that'll start slowly creeping into the O-ring and getting it loose. And like I said, whether you're replacing it or not, you can do this. You're not going to get too crazy with it. Obviously, don't grab it, apologize, grab it from here. You're obviously not going to grab it from there, so grab it from here. And like I said, back there I used a tool like this. See that? Now watch. There it is. It's up. See that? There it is. it's up. So that's pretty much it right there. The injector's off. I'm going to go ahead and clean it up, mark it. That's cylinder number 2, so I'm going to put number 2 on it. And then I'm going to take out number 1 so I can start doing the compression test. All right, see you in a bit.